kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota on 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Mariota. Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long here for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
17 more yards. That's another
Mariota. Throw caught here by Bird. Touchdown, Falcons. Damiere Byrd, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Avery Williams on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Mariota. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Mariota. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's Patterson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff. Barkley running left. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, it's Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us?
When you get stopped on 4th versus punt, is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a short gain here, down to the 22. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Gano's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 43 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up.